All right, I thought I'd do another little strange happening video. This kind of relates to the last one where it was kind of going to the dark side, kind of try to keep a balance, and this flipped to the dark side. Well, 2 days before that, I had done something really on the positive side, on a massive, massive positive side. And before I can even get into that, I'm going to have to shrink it down and go to a very small scale to bring that up. If you hear a leaf blower in the background, it's my neighbor. I'm here in West Monroe, it's my neighbor. And I don't know why he's blowing leaves. He's been doing that 30, 45 minutes now. And it's going to be it's a wind advisory now for this afternoon. A big line of storms coming through with a lot of wind. Those leaves are going to go all over the place again. I don't know why people do that or wash their cars right before it rains. It's like, why don't you do that after it rains and blow the leaves off after the windstorm? I don't know. I guess I'm just don't get some things. Anyway, for this strange happening, I mentioned in another one about barriers, feeling my way, feeling through the walls, feeling barriers in a house, things like that. I also feel entities, seeing through walls. I mentioned sometimes I see, not see, but feel, almost feel entities around. I don't know, it's a presence. I don't know about ghosts or that sort of thing. I've never really delved into all that. These are just entities. And I do tend to talk to both positive and negative sides of everything and just keeping a balance. So I talked to both sides. In the past, when I was younger, the trial and error days, sometimes when I would feel these negative entities, I'd want to try to help. It seems like they're lost. A lot of them are kind of lost, and they get stuck. And they're just stuck and don't know how to get out, and that's their entire world, and they don't know what to do. People get that away too in their daily lives. Depression, it can build and you don't know how to get out of it. But it's the same way with these other dark entities. And maybe this is all my imagination and it's just some of the depression, and I just visualize it different and put it out there, and that's how I deal with it. I'm not sure. But anyway, with these dark entities I feel out there, it's kind of a negative entities out there. What I used to do in the trial and error days, I would pull them into myself and let them become part of me. And then I would show them unconditional love and positive things. And it would seem to melt away the darkness, some of the negativity. And it was almost like showing them the way home. And this may start seeming to be a little religious, but if you saw my depression number one, you know I'm not big into religion. I don't like organized religion. I don't like the way they rule through fear. I do not like that at all. I don't do church. Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving, I was asked to say a prayer at the Thanksgiving dinner. I refused because what they're praying to is something that believes in hell and sending your children to hell and all this kind of stuff and ruling through fear, and that is wrong. It is completely wrong. Anyway, I'm off track. So I'm not huge on this religion thing, okay? But this does seem to get into the religious side of it, because there's these entities out there that I would pull into myself and try to strip away the darkness from them and show them their true selves, the positive sides, and show them the way home. It sounds odd, but that's what I would do. And I did that many times. So about 3 times through all the decades, 3 different times when it's like a battle. Sometimes it's like a fight. But 3 times it was a draw. I couldn't help them, and they had to go on their own ways and be whatever they are, and I couldn't do anything about it. That depression number 2 was a big slap down on my end from kind of the arrogance of it, and that's a dark negative thing, is arrogance, and that slapped me down pretty hard on depression number 2. So when I'm talking about these entities out there, it's a feeling. It's like a presence that I can feel sometimes out there. Even sometimes if people say their house is haunted, if it really is, I can feel it. If it's not, I'll tell them it's not. I don't feel a thing. Yeah, it's just not there. So it's kind of odd. It's the same way with the barriers I feel in houses, that sort of thing. But I used to a lot. I don't so much anymore, especially after depression number 2. Try to take them into myself and then strip away the negative and fight them and show them the positive, that love, unconditional love, and that sort of thing. So this is me shrinking down to what I did 2 days before that last strange happenings about the dark side, and how it swung so far to where a lot of people can get hurt and killed, that kind of thing, that far to the negative side. But 2 days before, I had done something really positive along these lines, massively positive. and then it swung to the dark. And I'll talk about that positive side later. I don't like these videos to be too long, but this leads up to that. I was doing something similar, but on a massive scale, 2 days before this dark flip. And I'll talk about that more, but I can feel, it seems like dark entities out there. So family members, if you're like me, and you can feel that, I feel it too. These presences, some good, some I guess you'd call bad, positive, negative, the different things. I talk to both sides. Some I just try to help find their way home because they're really lost. Some apparently are meant to be there to keep this world functioning. It's kind of weird, but there it is. But I'll talk more later about it, and especially that real positive thing I did 2 days before that last Strange Happening video about the dark side.